This is where all the bears hang out when they're done being made on the factory floor, but they're not quite ready to get out on the sales floor and go home with everybody. So my name is Tirza. You can pronounce it however you want. Tirza, T is fine. I've heard it all. I've heard Tarzan too, but one of the guys in customization knows not to do that anymore. So a little bit of bear history. Do you guys know why teddy bears are called teddy bears, not stuffed bears? Do you know why they're named after Theodore?
No.
In 1902, they went on a hunting trip, and he saved the life of a little cub bear. And so a little candy shop went crazy and said, "This is awesome, he's such a great guy, blah, blah." And they decided to name the stuffed bears teddy bears. Well, the name stuck. They've been called it ever since. A man named John Sortino, the starter of Vermont Teddy Bear, he was going through his son's toy chest, and he saw that the toys, as well as these stuffed bears named after an American president, none of them were made in the USA. The first bear that Teddy Roosevelt actually got was made in Germany. That was the first bear ever made that was made in Germany. So he said, well, what's with this? We have lots of creative people here. We can do cool stuff. Why aren't we making them? And finally someone goes, "John, why don't you just make one?" He said, "Okay, fine." So he made one for his son in 1980. And this is what came out. He worked very hard on this little bear. This is Bear Show. He did have a few issues. You might notice the facial hair, big nose, big glasses, little arms. He wasn't very good at big bear hugs. John's son loved him very much. It was only, not terribly long ago when we actually got Bear Show here. His son was like, "I can give it up now." So John said, "I can do a little bit better than this. My son likes it, but I want to work on this." So in 1981, he practiced some. He tried some new things, and out came Buddy. Now, Buddy's big difference, he started getting a little Ben and Jerry's pudge because Ben and Jerry started around the same time. But actually, his big difference was his movable bear bones. He could run, split if he felt like it, and, show off to people. Go on rides at the fair, or just wave a lot, do the big bear hugs. And when you have the annoying people at the movie theater that just won't be quiet, he will turn his head right around and say, "You better be quiet." And he will be quiet after that point in time, let me tell you, okay? Wish I had him with me a few nights ago, actually. So he was very cool, and John noticed that not only his son really liked him, but everybody else did. That's when John said, "Okay, I'll make a few more and see what I can do." And he went out on Church Street in Burlington, and from one of those push carts, he sold 200 bears in his first year. That's with him making it. Maybe he employed, some family members or something making those bears. He said Vermont Teddy Bear Company is official. By 1985, he bought his first factory. By 1995, he moved here. We've been here ever since, and this is now the only factory and only store for Vermont Teddy Bear. We had one up in Waterbury, but not anymore. So, very cool right here. So this little dude has been updated just a little bit. The classic bear is a little bit taller now, and since he's newer, his hair is a little fluffier. This is Chester. His tummy has gotten much bigger because Vermont Teddy Bear and Ben & Jerry's have gotten very popular now. So Ben & Jerry's has too many flavors to try them all. Velvet paw pads on all 4 paw pads. A Vermont Teddy Bear tush tag, and your guys have side tags. So he can play superheroes or whatever and remind you of that lifetime guarantee. So all of those guys have lifetime guarantees too. These bears could last forever as long as you remember that lifetime guarantee. And he is flavored rather than colored. What flavor do you think this little guy is?
Caramel?
He might get his head stuck somewhere trying to get it. Teddy bear? Honey. You know what? Can you hold this bear? You're not holding the bear yet, so you need one. And then this guy's a little new to our family. This is Licorice. I don't personally like the candy, but I like him. I think he goes very well with the root beer. Now I am going to ask for these bears back. Don't get too attached, okay? You can keep your bears, I guess, because you paid for them and all that stuff. I won't take them, but this is vanilla. I prefer the vanilla bean version. If you want to get me to eat cake, put this on top. I'm good. Buttercream.
Don't you like butter?
Yes. What flavor? We have a bear for that.
I love that bear.
This is the Patchwork Bear. He's also been called the Misfit Bear. And you might notice he doesn't have licorice on him. He has dark chocolate on him. Dark chocolate is being discontinued. So he has it on him, and the 20 inches have them on him. And that's it for dark chocolate. And as you know, we're in Vermont. We had to have one of these guys. This is the Holstein Bear. And the really cool thing about him is every single one is different. Because how they cut the fur, you're never going to get the same spots in the same places. And you are all holding 15-inch teddy bears and 13-inch teddy bears. We have 11-inch teddy bears with their movable bare bones.
Oh, so cute.
This is our little cub. Now the thing with him is, if someone orders online or over the phone, he has to travel with a teenager, 15 inches, or an adult at 24 inches, or a really big adult like Grandma and Grandpa at 36 inches right here. And all of these guys have the movable bare bones. So if you need somebody to play dress up with and whatnot, this guy's your guy. And if you'd rather be a little floppier, you don't need to do the robot all day, every day, then we have these guys. This guy's really new still. This is the little hunk of love bear. He is 3 feet tall, completely floppy. His big brother came out last year and was just too popular to not get more sizes in. This is the big hunk of love bear at 4.5 feet tall. And you may have noticed the giant hunk of love bears that are out in the store too, at 6 feet tall. But this is their original. I call her Mary Margaret. She is big and beautiful. And she's going to help me show you something if you haven't noticed it already. I want you to look into your bear's eyes. And if you can't see it, come look at Mary Margaret's eyes. And around the iris of the eye, what does it say?
Born in Vermont.
Born in Vermont. Oh yeah. So you guys are from Vermont, correct? So you don't really need to remember Vermont, but that's a way so you could show off to people. Yeah, it was made right here. That's right. Handmade. So very cool. And hers is actually, I love how big hers is. It's very neat. So we've met some sizes, seen some flavors. Do you guys want to move on and see how the bears are made?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right. So I do have to get my bears back.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Bye, licorice.
Buttercream.
Vanilla.
It'll be okay again. It'll be another tour.
Aw.
All right. So we're bearing to the right, of course. There's a few bear cubs that might sneak out. Over